Hey, here's another example of how to think about and solve fractions. Okay, so I'm going to do one of the examples that I had us on for homework. And I think the example was um, 23 fourths. Okay, so this is a fraction. So I'm going to square this over here. Okay, this is the type of number is a fraction. Okay, and again, a fraction has a numerator on top, and it has a denominator at the bottom. Okay, a fraction is just a number. Okay, you could always ask the question whether or not the fraction is in the simplest form. Okay, so is the fraction oops, so what is that? Simplified. Okay, and we're going to talk about what that means. Okay, can the fraction be simplified? Is the fraction in the simplest form? Okay, as written. Okay, but right now it's just a number, so we don't have to do anything with the number. We can just ask the question whether or not it is simplified. However, a fraction has an equivalent and related operation known as division. Okay, and a fraction is essentially a way to write a division. Okay, and so this is an operation. That's not a number. This is an operation. Okay, and the operation is known as division. And the operation also has parts. Okay, this guy right here, the numerator of the fraction becomes the dividend of the division. Okay, the denominator becomes the divisor. Okay, and of course, because it is an operation, it means that it can produce a result. So it's going to equal to something. Okay, and the thing that it's going to equal to also has a name, and the name of the answer of this operation is a quotient. Okay. Now, it might not be an exact answer, so you might not get an integer. So the quotient is also, it can be a mixed number, meaning it's going to have an integer, and it's going to have a fraction or an integer and a remainder, okay? So in order to solve the operation of division, we actually perform something known as long division. In long division, we are going to put the divisor to the left of the dividend, which is going to sit underneath a little bracket, okay? And so we're going to solve this problem, okay, by coming up with the first part of the quotient. The first part of the answer is a number that we multiply. Oops. So what is that? We're going to multiply this number times your divisor. Okay, so we're going to multiply that. We're going to put it underneath there. Okay. Now, if we go one more number up from the 5. If we multiply 4 times 6, it's going to give us 24, and that's too large. Okay, so you want to see what is the smallest number you can multiply 4 times that will not go above 23, and that largest number is 5. Okay, so 5 times 4 is 20, and then you're going to subtract. So what do you have left? What have you not divided? Well, there's a little bit that you haven't divided from the 23, and that's your remainder. Okay, so let's give these a name. Okay. So this is your answer. That's your quotient. And this is your remainder. Okay? So you can write the answer in a couple of ways. One way to write the answer is 5 remainder 3. Okay? Another way you can write the answer is 5 as a mixed number, 5 and 3 fourths, okay? That's a mixed number, okay? The 5 is your quotient, okay, so this is the quotient over here, that's the 5, right, that's the 5 over here. The remainder 3, that's coming from here, okay? But that 3 is also part of the fraction part of the mixed number. See, you're asked to divide 23 into fourths, okay? So you can you can have 5/4, and that equals to 20, and then you're left with 3/4. Okay, that's really what the remainder means. Okay, so keeping this in mind, I've got 23 divided by 4. So how do I divide 23 into fourths? Okay, well, 5 whole ones are going to be fourths, and that's going to be 20 out of 23 fourths. Okay, and the remainder is 3/4. All right. Take a look at this. Okay, go over it a few times and let me know if you have any questions.